Hey there. Guess what? It's the holiday season. And that means, on top of all of the things you normally do, it's time for shopping, cooking, lots of cleaning, decorating the house, spending extra money, and then being super nice to Aunt Ethel at your family gathering. It's the start of the holiday season, and for many people, that means family gatherings, lots of demands, social comparison, and super high stress. That's why today I want to share 5 easy tips to help you enjoy your holiday season and minimize the amount of stress you feel. Now, wait, you say, you're not talking about sex today. No, I'm not. Because even though the podcast is called The Great Sex Podcast, I also want to talk about you, how you can create the best life for yourself, and how you can have the best relationships with the people you love. Welcome to the Great Sex Podcast. I'm Dr. Heather England, and I'm a licensed professional counselor, a certified sex therapist, and a relationship expert. Join me for candid conversations that address the types of things you truly want to know and answer your burning questions. I want to empower you to create the life you truly want. I'm recording this on a Saturday afternoon after what feels like a marathon day of decorating the house and getting ready for family to arrive tomorrow. I feel fortunate because I have a really close family and we enjoy spending the holidays together. Sometimes it's really easy to forget that for many people, the holidays can exacerbate their loneliness and grief for loved ones they've lost. And although the holidays are filled with joy, they can also be super stressful. It's really easy to get caught up in comparing yourself to others and trying to be perfect. And that right there is a recipe for anxiety. I want to share 5 strategies that can help you to minimize stress and enjoy this wonderful time of the year. Let's get started with the first tip. One of the biggest ways to prevent holiday stress is to avoid getting sucked into social comparison. It's so easy to fall into the trap of comparing our holiday experiences to those we see on social media. We're bombarded with images of the perfect houses, the perfect decorations, the perfect turkeys, and the perfect families sitting around the perfect tables. And if that wasn't bad enough, I feel like every time I open social media during the winter, I see posts from someone that's jetting off to a beach vacation. And I am so darn jealous. There's a really great phrase that puts it all into perspective. Comparison is the thief of joy. And guess who said that? Teddy Roosevelt. Yes, imagine that. Teddy Roosevelt many years ago said that. And that was long before social media. Every time we compare ourselves to someone else, we end up feeling like we aren't good enough. And that's why comparing yourself is a recipe for disaster and for feeling really bad. And every time we get on social media, chances are we're going to end up comparing ourselves to someone else. So try to be very mindful of that. Remember, everyone's journey is unique. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, reflect on what brings you and your loved ones joy. Embrace the beauty of your own traditions and create memories that resonate with your values. And try not to feel pressure to be perfect. Another tip to manage holiday stress is to set boundaries and limits. The holidays often come with invitations, numerous events, and lots of commitments that can be very overwhelming. It's okay to set boundaries and limits. Setting boundaries teaches people how to treat you and helps you to take care of yourself. Whenever anyone asks me to do something or to commit to something that will require extra work, what I usually end up doing is taking a pause and saying, let me think about that and get back to you. That way, I'm not on the spot feeling pressure to overcommit, and I can truly think through everything. This is especially important for those of us that are people pleasers, because when someone puts us on the spot and asks us something, of course we want to be nice and please them and say that we will do whatever they ask. But it's really important to think it through. Try to prioritize the events that truly matter to you and your loved ones during the holiday season. And learn to gracefully decline invitations and understand that saying no is really a form of self care. And it allows you to fully enjoy the moments you choose to participate in. A tip that helps many people manage their holiday stress is to delegate. You don't have to carry the whole holiday load alone. You can delegate tasks and responsibilities to family members or to friends. Whether it's meal preparation, decorating, or planning activities, involving others not only lightens your load, but it also creates a sense of shared joy and connection. I gotta say, I really struggle with this, and partly because I have more time than my adult children, and as a mom, I really want to take care of them. So sometimes it's hard for me to ask them to do something. But I've learned if I do everything myself, not only do I run myself ragged, but I end up robbing them of the joy of doing something to contribute. I like to think of my family as a team. And part of being on a team is that everybody contributes to the end goal. If I take away those opportunities for my adult kids to do things to help out, they don't feel like they're part of the team. The best thing I can do is delegate to them and divide and conquer so that I don't end up doing everything myself. And you know what? Sometimes they make really fabulous things that I wouldn't think of. I have to let go sometimes of what the meals might look like or what the sides might be. But in the end, we end up having a fabulous time. And I love the creativity that they all bring to every family get together. All of my adult kids are pretty good cooks. And so it's really fun to have them bring something as a side. And the ones that don't want to cook, sometimes they just buy something, and that's okay too. The next tip is all about focusing on yourself. If you want to manage stress during the holidays, and honestly, anytime, learn to take time for yourself. Amidst the hustle and bustle, don't forget to prioritize self care. Schedule moments of solitude to recharge, whether it's a quiet cup of tea, a walk outside, calling a friend, going to the gym, or simply taking a few deep breaths. Giving yourself the gift of time and space can do wonders for your mental well being. Sometimes, when it's been a really tough day, I take a long shower or a bath and I crawl into bed early with a book. I've learned what helps me to relax and recharge. And instead of doing one more thing on my to do list, I know if I take the time to do some self care, I'll end up feeling a lot better. And the next day, I'll be recharged. And finally, the last tip is to move your body. That's right. If you want to reduce stress during the holidays, make time to move your body by doing some type of physical activity. We all know that physical activity is healthy for us, and it's a powerful stress reliever. Incorporate movement into your holiday routine, whether it's taking a walk, riding a bike, yoga, or a quick workout. Exercise releases endorphins, helping to elevate your mood and energy levels during this busy season. For me, I need to go to the gym and swim laps. I listen to music while I swim, and it's my favorite way to start the day. When my kids were little and my time to work out was pretty much non existent, I would blast a song on the radio in the kitchen and they would dance with me. It was super silly. And oh my gosh, we had so much fun. It felt so good. Some people don't like to work out, or for health reasons, they can't do anything really physical. I herniated a disc last year and had surgery, and I couldn't work out at all. I found just doing light stretching and walking the dog helped me feel so much better. And there you have it. Those are 5 simple ways to manage and even prevent stress during the holidays. Remember, it's not about achieving perfection, but instead finding balance and joy in the moments that matter most to you. I hope you can focus on at least one of these ways to make your holiday season better. Thanks so much for joining me on the podcast today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need these strategies too. Until next time, take good care of yourself and those around you. I wish you a happy holiday season.